my name is Sylvia and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is the 12th house in the birth chart. But before we get into that, if you like my content, then you can always feel free to subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to speak about the psychological meaning of the 12th house. There will be a second part, a second video where I'm going to speak about the other meanings of the 12th house in our birth chart. So from a psychological point of view, our 12th house is the house that rules over our subconscious and unconscious. And I chose to bring up the quote of Carl Jung, who was a psychoanalyst and psychiatrist. And he said something like this: until you make the unconscious conscious, you will call it fate and it will direct your life. And you will see that actually this quote can relate a lot to our topic. So the 12th house represents the things like emotions, feelings, thoughts that we can sweep under the rug. It can speak about the part of our personality and the part of our psyche that we don't want to deal with, that we want to lock up in our subconscious. So it can also speak about things that we keep hidden from other people, and sometimes we even keep them hidden from ourselves. Now, the 12th house is also the house that rules over hidden enemies. And sometimes, yes, this can be true. This can be the case. For example, if our 12th house is activated by Mars or Mercury or Black Moon Lilith or Pluto, then we can indeed deal with a hidden enemy. For example, if Mars is transiting our 12th house, then we have a hidden enemy who will or who can attack us behind our back. Or if we're talking about Mercury, then it can be a hidden enemy who spreads gossip about you behind your back, or they can spread misinformation about you behind your back. Or if it's Pluto, then you are dealing with a hidden enemy who's very powerful, and it's an enemy who's very determined and who has a lot of perseverance to hurt you or to damage you. And it's usually the type of person who holds grudges for many years or for your whole life, basically. But sometimes our hidden enemies are not people in our external world. Sometimes our hidden enemies are us. The 12th house is the house of self-undoing. So it means that, so basically, sometimes we can be our own worst enemies, but we're not even aware of this. So if you have planets, personal planets or generational planets in your 12th house, then it's very possible that you can be your own worst enemy. And of course you don't even realize that, like I mentioned before. But it's very important to cast a light on your shadow. You need to delve or to discover or to explore your hidden emotions, hidden feelings, hidden thoughts. So the 12th house can speak a lot about things that are repressed. Repressed emotions, repressed feelings, repressed thoughts, like I said, or repressed memories, usually negative memories. And the 12th house can also speak about things like anxiety, fears, sadness, pain, trauma, depression, unprocessed feelings or events that happen in our lives. So when you try, or when you decide to explore your subconscious, and when you try to deal with your shadow and with your more negative part of yourself, actually you will realize that indeed you are your own worst enemy. And this can hold you back from achieving things that you wanted in your life, even, and most importantly, achieving happiness. But the 12th house also speaks about victimhood. For example, if you have planets in the 12th house, then it is very possible that you pity yourself a lot, you feel sorry a lot for yourself, you can feel like all the worst things in life only happen to you. You can feel like you're a victim of life or a victim of other people. So in this lifetime, your path is to work on yourself and try to find yourself, try to discover yourself, try to understand yourself, and try to find your good traits, your bad traits, because you tend to hide. Sometimes you try to hide something even from yourself, or you try to suppress your feelings and thoughts, like I mentioned before. Uh, it's very possible that you might not want to deal with those dark parts of yourself. But if you want to evolve, if you want to become a better person and to improve your life, then it is very important for you to deal with that internal pain, with those anxieties, with those traumas that you might have. And it is really important for you to understand what caused your negative feelings or negative thoughts, and what you could do or what's best for you in order to overcome your, like I said, negative thoughts, negative emotions. And you need to practice introspection. You need to spend some time alone to figure yourself out, to discover yourself, like I said before. Um, and what I've noticed from practice is that people who have planets in their 12th house, they might have had at least once in their life uh, suicidal thoughts, or they might have dealt with addiction like alcohol, drugs, or they might have dealt with a lot of depression and anxieties. And the key, the solution to all these problems are actually, like I said, introspection. And it's also worth noting the fact that you can run away. You're trying to run away from yourself sometimes, run away from, like I said, negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative memories. But it's really important for you to deal with those thoughts and experiences, even if it's very hard. I'm sure it is very hard. But like I said, it's really important for you to accept even the dark part of your life, or the dark part of your personality. And when you finally manage to do that, you will actually find more happiness and peace. So you can do a lot of psychological therapy. It's really recommended if you have planets in the 12th house. You can meditate, like I said, practice introspection, pray, develop a deeper or a deep connection with divinity. You can also meditate in order for you to find inner peace. So you need you need inner peace, and you need peace of mind. So if you feel like you are dealing, so if you have planets in the 12th house and you are dealing with depression, sadness, suicidal thoughts, addictions, and so on and so forth, things like these ones, then you need to work on your shadow, and you need to work on the things and on those emotions and feelings that you're actually running away from them. I really hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope that you find this video really helpful. Thank you very much, and see you next time.